guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to be making these today. So these are DIY Mercury glass ornaments, and I found out how to make them, and I love the way they look. I just put them in this wood bowl here, but they're pretty simple. I left the list for the supplies up above in the description. I need to start out and say, hi, I'm Lindsay from mycreativedays.com. And if you guys can see and hear me, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Give me a hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. There's always a lag on Facebook, and so whenever I do these lives, I can't see it until the end. But I'm always nervous that it's not working. So if you can come in and let me know, or ask me questions or something in the comments, just so I know that you're here. So I'm going to be showing you how I made these. Like I said, super simple. I found the products that worked for me, but you can also make these whatever color you want. Try not to drop anything. So first of all, I did this in both glass, these are glass, and both shatterproof. So like the plastic ones, and they both worked fine. I think I like the glass ones better, but I mean, there's not a huge difference in, like, this is a shatterproof one, and then this is a glass one. So there's not a big difference at all. But if you've got kids or pets, or you're worried about the glass, definitely you can do it with the shatterproof ones. So I will just show you how I did this. So first of all, these didn't come with ribbon. I took the tops off, and some of them that I did came with a ribbon, and I just cut those off. I didn't like the ribbon that was on there. So if you were going to string these, I would definitely get some velvet ribbon. I linked it up above, and string them on the velvet ribbon like they would really be. But I didn't like the ribbon that was on these. So anyway, I just take the top off, and you can separate even these, pull these off. I will have to spray paint these. I will not do that here, but I've done some others. So then I just pull this off and this off, and then just set those aside. Someday I'm going to find the real Mercury glass at an estate sale, a thrift store. Wouldn't that be so much fun? But until then, I thought these came out really good, and it was super easy to make. Now I have my windows open. I would not normally do this inside, but for the video, I'm doing it inside, and just to, yes, and it's been cold here, so then I haven't been able to do them outside. You will need a hairdryer. I talked about this the last time I was on. You will need a hairdryer. I think it works better with a hairdryer. I tried to do some air dried ones, and I don't think they came out the same. So get a hairdryer, and then these spray paints. You will need a spray bottle with half vinegar, half water in it, and then some clear ornaments, and then some spray paint. And I will show you what I use. And everything is linked above. So all of the links to go right to these things. So the first thing you need, this is the main spray paint you need. So it's the Looking Glass Silver spray paint. And what you're going to do, I kind of shook these, is you're just gonna put a squirt of this inside that ball. And so you can't mess this up, but I just spin it until it's pretty much, it doesn't look like anything now, but so it's not just like a ball or a blob of paint in there. I just kind of spin it so it's kind of all around. You could use your hairdryer at this point, but I don't need to here. So now what I'm going to do, it's pretty much all the way around. You know what? I am gonna use my hairdryer. And you don't need it on a hot setting at all. So even the cooler setting, you just don't want to burn your hands, obviously, because you have to hold it at the opening. And whenever I use the hairdryer, I'm hoping you can hear me over the hairdryer, I'm spinning the ornament the whole time. So it just, not only does it, I think it works better, but it speeds up the process. And if you're an impatient DIYer like me, that's always a plus for me. Okay, so now what I did was, so it's pretty much dry in there. I'm going to add more of this in here. So you kind of need a couple coats. So this one you can see, it's just coating it better. And then work over a surface, and you can kind of see it's kind of coming up to here, the silver. Can you guys see that? And again, I'm constantly spinning this because you don't want the paint to just stick in one. See, like, oh no, you're not gonna be able to, can you kind of see how the paint's just laying there? You don't want that to happen. So with this one, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your vinegar and water with that paint in there. It's not, my mailman and my window's open. So the paint is, it's not dry or anything yet, but you want to spray a squirt of your vinegar and water inside, and then I'm hoping that this will show you. See what it does, the vinegar and water? So again, I'm just moving it, trying to do this without having my fingers. It just kind of does that. So that's the look you're going for, and now you want to use your hairdryer for sure. And you want to spin. I'm putting it on low just so you guys, can you hear me? So I'm just spinning until that water and that paint is gonna dry up. And sometimes when I had like a little bit of the water just left over, I just had a paper towel next to me, which of course I didn't grab for this. And then I would just dump it out on the paper towel. My kids have online school this morning. So if you see an appearance of a kid. Okay, so, yeah, that looks good. See, it speeds up the process, and then it looks like this. So can you see that? And there's no, I don't think there's any, yeah, there was no water or anything left in there. So the hairdryer just helps. It gives it this look. Now here is where you can change it up however you want and to get the look you want. I tried, you guys know my favorite color is green, so I tried green next. I didn't like it. I didn't like the green. I don't know if it was just this color of green, but I mean, that's the one I would choose. I tried gold, and the gold was really pretty in here. So the gold would, I mean, if you like that look, if the gold was pretty, and I cannot find the ones, I did 2 gold and I cannot find them to share with you guys. I'm sorry. But then this was, we have spray paint for days. So just a hammered, again, I left the link up above for this hammered colored spray paint. And now what you're gonna do is you are just going to spray this inside. And I kind of do it kind of light, and I kind of turn and spray. Turn and spray. So it's gonna, look, already you can see how it looks. So it's gonna be the same thing. You just wanna keep turning it so you're not getting just one big glob of it. And I kind of spin it fast and then hold this down. It will spill out. Some of it did spill out, the silver and this. So just work over a surface you're not worried about. But I just kind of want to move it up. And then I kind of look and see where it has or hasn't gone, and I try and squirt it up there. And there were a couple that I'm just spinning. So this is the look you're going to get. Is it this? I was amazed. I was amazed. I mean, it's pretty simple. And a couple of times I just didn't like the way it was looking. So once it was dry, I just started kind of all over. I would put more of this in there, and then I'd put the vinegar and water in there, and then I'd get the look that I wanted. So you can, like I said, you can't really screw this up. You can, because it's flexible. You can, okay, so I've got it all the way up at the top the way I want it. And there's no more in there. That's just sitting anywhere. So what I did is, let me just show you my next little step. Once I got a bunch done, so I took those lids off, the tops of the ornaments, and then here's the silver thing. Can you guys see that? And then I just went outside and I sprayed it with this hammered color, and I didn't spray it so it was fully covered. I kind of wanted it to look old and like it's worn in places and some and not in others. So they're not fully covered. So like a Mercury glass, they're just kind of like they're just worn in places. So then all you have to do is put your lid back on. And if you're stringing these on a thing, on a velvet string, you want to put these back in, and these do hold them on as well. But so then just push these back in. And then you'll just put them back on your ornaments. If you have older kids, you could do this with older kids if you don't mind them using spray paint. But I think a brass color would be really pretty too in here. The gold I liked, and I can't find where I put it, but the forged hammered one is the best, what I liked. So that's not gonna fit in there. So then I just did a bunch. I do want to do more, and then I do want to put them on a velvet string, but you could do this, Stacy. This would be easy for you. And then these are the shatterproof ones, and it's the same thing. Same exact thing. It worked. I thought it worked fine. And it looked fine. So I'll just do one more here. And that one I kind of sprayed too much. So I'm just going to use my hairdryer, and or you could have Lauren help you, Stacy. And then you just want it dry. I can see, I saw that comment. And now I can bring a ton of you up on the camera, it says. That would be fun sometime. I should do that with somebody sometime. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do the second coat of the looking glass. I thought I sprayed that somewhere else, but it did go in there. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. I will go back up and look through them now that they're showing up. Don't dry that one. You want to put the vinegar and the water, that's where, like, that's sometimes see this ring here, I would get these with the plastic ones, but you don't notice it. So if you really want plastic, the shatterproof ones, I'd add more vinegar there. You're not gonna notice it. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Constance, I can show you how I would do that. Maybe. So if you've seen Mercury glass ornaments on a velvet ribbon, they're really just tied with one knot. That really goes so fast. And this is what the plastic one looks like. See, they're the same. The only thing is this here, but okay, I'm just spraying the dark in here. I need a little bit more. Okay. And then you're just gonna spin. And that circle still is there. But like I said, that doesn't bother me. These are ornaments that I had, these clear ones from past projects, so they're very inexpensive. And you've seen like people fill them with, we've made the melted snowman ones with the kids. Oh, that one I don't even have to dry, it's just done. The melted snowman ones with the kids, but it's kind of fun to do something different with them. And then you can just put the top on there. So, just putting this top on here. I do not have any velvet ribbon. Let me see what I have up here. I do not have any velvet ribbon. I'm just gonna show you with yarn how I would. So just pretend this is ribbon. So all I would do, somebody asked to see how I would put it on the ribbon. Obviously the velvet ribbon would be a lot prettier. is I would just string this, pick the size of garland you want. So, and then I would just one time knot it up like this. And then, so this is gonna stay in place. And then I would just grab another one. And then I would just string it through. Now remember, I would never do I would not do this on with yarn. If you could find the vintage velvet ribbon, which you can usually find that at estate sales and stuff, but then just decide how far apart you want them. Let's just say, I don't know, there. And then again, I would just do the single knot. Velvet ribbon is gonna be a little bit harder to tie, so just make sure you get a good knot on there so then they don't move. So this is how I would do it for whoever asked that. Velvet ribbon, don't look at the yarn. And then I would just go all the way up, and then you just have a garland or these Mercury glass ornaments. And the ornaments come, you can get ornaments, this is just what I had on hand, in so many different shapes and sizes. There's some really cool shapes of these. So if I found some really good shapes, I'm probably gonna get more just because this worked so well and it was so easy. And I love the way they look when they're all done. I just put them in here for photos for the blog, but I think I have a big basket bowl kind of thing that they would look really pretty, and I just need to make a few more. Okay, do you have any questions? I'm gonna go back now that I can see you all. Hello, Kelly in Maryland. How is the weather there? Texas, Kim, is the weather there? We're supposed to have 70s this week in Iowa, 70 degrees. That's amazing. It's like fall's coming back. Washington. Constance, with the clear ornaments, yeah, it's kind of fun to find something different to do with them than what you always see. And these I would use year after year until I can find the real things. Okay, I'm just going through questions, comments, making sure I got them all. Constance, do you see how I would do them on the ribbon? Did that answer your question? Let me know. Thanks, Penny. I'm always thinking of ways to... You're welcome, Dee Dee. Constance, did that help with I wish I had the velvet ribbon to show you. And if I make a bunch more, I might get some velvet ribbon because I like the way that looks. Texas, it's sunny and a mild 66 right now. Do you guys get really cold in the winter in Texas? Yes, Deborah, Michigan. I love Michigan. 70. We didn't get to go this year. It's our favorite. Okay, Constance, great. It's our favorite way to start our summer vacations, but obviously 2020. Okay, do you have any other questions before I hop off? Before I hop off, I just want to make sure I answer any questions. I will have this all on the blog too this week, so all the links and everything will be there. I will upload this video so then you can see me making them and how it worked. I'm all tangled now. Okay. Not a lot of cold weather. But at least it gets cooler. I just cannot do the heat and the humidity. When it's like 90 or 100 and like humid, it's like the worst. I just hate that. I'd almost rather be in winter, not like the dead cold of winter, but I'm being a little picky. It's beautiful in Michigan today. Same in Iowa. It's the same. You're welcome, Constance. I have a few other ideas, so we'll see. We'll see if they work, and then I can come on and share them. So, okay, guys, have a good day, and I will hop on again soon.